To do that, we need to use another if block, and this time we're going to say sensing. If touching rainbow, then we want it to switch backgrounds. The best way of doing this is again to use another broadcast block, and we're going to broadcast the message level 2. So when I receive, or when the game receives the broadcast message level 2, we want to make sure that it switches to our backdrop that we've also called level 2. Okay, let's check that works. Oh, and I've just noticed a bug there, which is our rainbow seems to have disappeared. So I'm just clicking back on the rainbow. I want to make sure that when green flag clicked, it becomes visible again. So I'm just dragging this show here. Okay? Alright, let's see how that goes. I'm going to move my sprite along. Okay, that works fine, so we're now on level 2, but there's two things we want to change here. We want to make sure that when we arrive at level 2, the cat immediately goes all the way up here, starts at the beginning of level 2's maze, and we also would like, ideally, this rainbow to disappear and for something else to be in its place, so that we can win the game. So to do that, let's first program the rainbow to disappear when level 2 is started. So we're going to click on events. When I receive level 2, we also want that rainbow to hide, to become invisible. And the other thing is we want our cat to be over there. So we're going to again click on the events palette and click when I receive level 2, actually we can just use this one block here. When I receive level 2, motion go to these coordinates over here. Okay, let's see if that works. So let's start the game again. Okay, that's working well. Now I've just noticed a bit of a problem here. The game is pretty much impossible because our cat is too big to fit through that maze. We're going to be creating another sensing block in a moment so that when it touches the green line, the cat's going to lose health points. But we don't want to make our game impossible, so let's just make our cat a little bit small. See if that helps. May just make that smaller one more time. Here we go. Alright, that should make the game winnable now. At the other end of this maze in level 2, we want an item that the cat will get so that it can win the game. So let's create another sprite now. And let's have a ball, basketball. So when the cat gets the basketball at the other end, it's going to win. Let's make that nice and small so it fits. Okay. Now we want to say, if touching the basketball, win the game. To do that, I'm going to use another if block under the control palette. And let's drag that in. Go to sensing. if touching basketball and we'll just say go from looks and say game 1 for 2 seconds and then stop all. Let's have a look at if that works. So going through the maze, we already know that when we touch the red line in this case, the game is over. Oh, and I've just noticed that the ball shouldn't be on this level, so I'm going to need to make sure that that ball disappears. So I'm clicking on the ball now, and we want to say when I receive level 1, or actually it didn't make broadcast block for level 1, so we can say when green flag clicked, we want the ball to hide. Let's see if that works. Good. And one other thing we didn't do is program for this level the cat to respond to the green line. So we should say really, if touching the colour green, this colour green, then lose health as well. And to make it a little bit harder, we could say lose 10 health points. So let's see, we're going to drag this over and have touching colour green. So if touching colour green, change health by -10. And we also want to account for the possibility that the health might go into negative, and we've only got here if health equals 0, then broadcast game over. Really, we should change that to a less than item and just say if health is less than 1, broadcast game over. Okay, so let's play the game again. Rainbow disappears and we're on our next level. Got to back our way out here. Oops. Game ends and we've got -10 points. Okay, let's try that again. Game ends again. Whoops. It's working exactly how we want it to work, but we just want to see what it looks like when we actually win the game. We've certainly made this level a lot harder than the first level. Whoopsie daisy. Once again, we will get there. There we are, but we just want to make sure that our basketball appears when level 2 appears. So let's click on our basketball and have when I receive level 2 show. And also when game over, hide. Okay, so there we have it. That's for game 1. And if we want to, we can also create another backdrop for game 1 in the same way.